So, 20 pesos para sa gasolina?
Kasi nagpagas na ako, kaya wala na.
Okay. Kaya wala na.
Oo, wala na.
50 yung panggas.
Pang parking na lang yan.
Yung parking nga dito, 50 kagad eh.
Ay, di wala na akong pambayad. Yun lang yun. Yun lang yun.
Welcome to this edition of Cabin Crew Talk here on Fly High Manila TV. And today's topic is all about the pros and cons in being a cabin crew. Kasi alam niyo naman, even the best things are not perfect. No, nothing's perfect here in this world. So even the top position like presidents, chairmen, they all have cons. And this is what we're going to talk about because there are also cons in being a cabin crew. It's not all glamour up there. And today with us here is Angela Arandela. Welcome to the show. She is a flight attendant of Philippine Airlines and also a vlogger. The vloggers being vlog. Alright? Anong channel mo?
Actually, may channel. I just started last December. So parang about 3 months old pa lang yung channel ko. It's under my name. The inspiration is to help aspiring cabin crew kasi ang daming nag-ask sa akin ng questions, how to become one.
Okay.
So gumawa ako ng vlog to help them and to have them see ano ba yung life of being a flight attendant.
Correct. So, at least ngayon, may expound mo yun kasi pros and cons pag-usapan naman natin eh. So, at least people, kayong mga viewers, you guys would be able to see, they'd be able to see kung what's the reality behind it. I mean, it's not all fun. Eh? What we all think na, flight attendant, saya ng buhay. Hindi rin eh.
Kasi parang all they get to see is the glamour na parang we get to travel everywhere. Parang yun lang yung nakikita nila. Yung
dinner in Singapore, breakfast in
somewhere
London, party in New York, you know those things. So, of course, these are rewards.
Yes.
Yeah, these are rewards. These are benefit of all the hard work they've done. So, kumbaga, rich people, they became rich because they worked hard for it, right?
Exactly.
And same thing here as flight attendants, right?
Yes.
So, anyway, let's get down to business. Okay. Wait, have you promoted your vlog? What's your vlog? What's your channel again?
My vlog is under my name. It's Angela Arandela. Just search it on YouTube. Lalabas na siya.
Angela Arandela. Okay, you're seeing it here right now below in the screens. Angela Arandela. Yeah, just follow her on YouTube. Please subscribe also. And do not forget to subscribe dito sa Fly High Manila TV. Alright, don't just watch. Subscribe. But anyway, so pros and cons. Let's talk first about the pros.
Pros. Actually, syempre yung first pro na laging nakikita ng mga tao is yung travel benefits. Kasi not only do we get to travel, but pati yung dependents namin. I mean, our family members kasama dun sa travel na yun. So I guess, isa yun dun sa mga pros na talagang nilulook forward ng mga aspiring cabin crew. Parang isa yun sa main reasons why we applied also kasi we also want to see the world.
Dream mo ba ever since maging flight attendant?
Actually, hindi. Sobrang late ko na na-realize.
Paano ka naman napunta dito?
Sobrang intimidated ako. Kasi di ba yung mga nag-a-apply na cabin crew, they're all pretty and tall and nakaka-intimidate.
Pretty and tall pero na-intimidate pa rin.
Na-intimidate
diba?
ako. Tapos, nag-start ako mag-travel siguro nung nag-work na ako. Tapos I get to see flight attendants. Tapos doon ako parang na-inspire na, teka, baka naman, pwede kong i-try. And then I tried, tapos ayun, nakapasok naman.
What was your first job ba?
I was a recruitment coordinator in a recruitment firm for 2.5 years.
So, it was not really your childhood dream. You just began to appreciate flight attendants, cabin crew when you started traveling.
Oo. Kasi syempre pag may work ka na, parang nandiyan na yung may own money ka na. So, nakapag-travel na ako. And then, yun yung starting point na, ay, ang ganda ng work nila.
Ano yung naging trigger button mo? That, gusto ko to.
Siguro yung part na pwede kong isama yung family ko. Kasi hindi madaling mangyari, especially for me, kasi hindi siya budget friendly, to be honest, diba?
Yes, of
so
course.
Parang yun yung dream ko na makasama ko yung family ko
Yes.
sa ibang bansa, iba't ibang bansa.
Ano yung... while you work, you also get to travel, right?
Yes, exactly.
Ano yung pinaka-favorite mong layover spot? Layover country?
For me, I think it would be Japan.
Bakit?
Kasi sobrang disiplinado ng mga tao. Sobrang ganda ng bansa, sobrang linis, tapos wala akong masasabing masama. Ang sarap pa ng food. Actually, yun,
course.
sobrang the best.
Anong kinakain mo lagi dun?
Sashimi.
If you get to eat sashimi in a country where it really originated from, iba talaga. Diba?
Ang hirap nung parang nalasahan mo na dito hahanapin mo.
Iba talaga, really. I agree with you there. Ano pa? What other pros?
Let's face it, yung salary.
Yes.
Kasi coming from a person na nag-work sa office, hindi ko sinasabing masama, pero medyo angat yung salary. I mean, you can live comfortably.
Yes.
Parang kaya ko i-support yung family ko na hindi ko nagawa before. So, ayun, parang feeling ko it's one of the pros din ng working as a flight attendant.
I mean, you have basic salary, you have productivity pay, you have bonus, and you have all these benefits. Ganon, that allows you to live actually in a level na, I'd say,
comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable enough. A little bit above comfortable, a little bit. I would say so. I mean, I've seen how some of the lives of flight attendants and stewards have changed from before they became a crew to right now.
Yes.
To right now. So, nakikita ko talaga. Especially nakikita ko yung how they take out their family.
Oo, kasi parang yun talaga yung sa family lahat nabubuhol. Kasi parang pinaghirapan mo. So, you also want to share it to them.
Yes. And ngayon, they have a more comfortable home.
Yes.
Bigger if they're bigger kasi there's some na marami sila eh. And ang hirap rin na small home.
Yes.
And parang they work hard. You guys work hard, to support your family. And they have a big home because of the salaries also. But of course, I've always believed also na may trade-off lagi. All these benefits you've mentioned, the travel benefits, the salary, may trade-off to. So, let's go to the cons.
So, for the cons, syempre una-una yung schedule. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko explain. Sobrang medyo mahirap kasi first yung time difference. Pagpunta mo doon, kunyari umalis ako dito ng gabi, pagdating ko doon, gabi pa din. Parang wala akong nakitang araw nung buong flight na yon. Tapos parang hindi mo alam pagdating doon, matutulog na ba ako? Dapat ba ako matulog? Anong susundin kong time zone? Kasi when we get back here, sira na naman yung body clock. And then also, we don't get weekends off.
Yes.
Talagang minsan yung schedule is ang hirap. Kunyari yung family mo nag-work ng Monday to Friday, tapos yung ikaw din, wala ka ding weekends off. So, we don't get to see them as much. Also, for kunyari family occasions, birthdays, we tend to miss a lot of occasions. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng, kailangan ko ng day off na ganyan. Hindi namin pwedeng i-request. I mean, pwede mo siya i-request, pero hindi siya mag-request all the time na parang makukuha mo siya. And also, pag may mga holidays, wala kaming holidays. Kahit anong holiday, wala.
Walang Christmas, New Year. Chamba na lang kung meron. Bonus na lang kung meron.
Pero sobrang okay din lumipad ng Christmas. Yung makikita mo yung sa faces ng mga passengers na dinala mo sila doon. Tapos pag land, sobrang happy nila. Nagla-light talaga yung faces nila. It's also fulfilling in our part.
Have you seen our video, yung Christmas video? We're able to see our Christmas video. Okay, we did a Christmas. I think some of our followers have seen our Christmas video, we basically gave tribute to cabin crew members flying on the holiday season. Yes. Ang punong dulo nun is, it's parang a thank you. Thank you for working, for sacrificing your time with family just to unite other families.
Yes.
In fact, one of the comments there.
Yun na din yung essence ng Christmas, diba?
Yes. Parang, you give yourself.
Yes.
Because you want others to be happy. And I think that's not only the essence of Christmas, but it's the essence of life.
Yes.
Right? I mean, no man's an island. We're here to help each other. And here you guys are. And that's why I've always said, being a cabin crew is not just a job. It's not just a lifestyle. It's a calling. Because of the sacrifice.
Oo, kasi parang even when you're outside of work, parang feeling mo, iba ka pa rin. Cabin crew, parang minsan sa mall, kunyari, pagpasok mo, ngiti-ngiti ka sa lahat, tapos parang, ay, wala nga pala ako sa work. Pero parang binabati mo lahat, ay, nakakaya.
Actually, guys, that's something good. That's something good, which I see with you guys. Part of your training, which we'll be also tackling in our future videos on training. One of it is yung sasabi nila in PAL, greet anyone that moves, greet anything that moves.
Yes, anything that moves.
So, paano kung may doggy? I-greet mo rin?
Oo, kahit nga daw plants. Basta mag-move siya, greet mo siya.
That's the greet, see? You know why? I think it's a good habit because parang you acknowledge a person's presence.
Yes.
You acknowledge his presence and it's a sign of respect.
Yes.
That's why siguro kayo pagpunta mo ng mall, morning, which is good. I'm sure when the guard says, minsan nga naunahan mo pa yung guard mag-greet eh.
Minsan hindi lang sa guard. Kunyari pagpasok mo, parang may makasulubong ang mga tao. Parang napapangiti ako na parang, shucks, nakalimutan ko. Pero it's okay din kasi parang you're just giving a smile.
It's a sign of respect.
Yes.
I'd say it's a habit that others should learn also.
Yeah.
Because it's a sign of respect.
Oo, kasi parang before ako mag-cabin crew, hindi naman ako ganon.
No.
Talagang during training, parang na-adopt mo na ganon ka na. Parang habit na sa'yo na talaga.
So greet anything that moves. So kahit plants, kahit aso. Really?
Yeah.
So you see a doggy dog there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dog. Ganyan.
I'm sure the dog will wag his tail. Speaking of dogs, you also have an episode coming. No, we will talk about having pets in the office, but later on.
Oo, sana.
Diba? And speaking of, the reason why we're also having that episode is because your job's stressful. Like, no matter what. Let's say it is stressful all the time, but in a way it is working different time zones as you mentioned. Ganon. And I feel also that animals will help.
Oo, super. Feeling ko.
Animals will help. Pero with these cons, lalo na on about working on different time zones, how do you counter it?
Sabi nila, kasi at first, during yung mga first months ko, sobrang hirap na hirap ako. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. Pero, in-advise ako ng mga seniors ko na if madilim or pag land mo, matulog ka whenever needed. Kunyari, after a flight, kahit umaga pa, kahit maliwanag, itulog mo kasi you have to rest. Your body have to rest.
Different time zones. You come home, let's say, umalis ka ng umaga, isang araw, bumalik ka isang araw, tapos may family reunion ka, that same time na mag-land ka, anong ginagawa mo?
Depende siya kung kaya pa nung body ko. Hindi ko masasabi na pag-land ko, go ako. Kasi minsan, hindi ko din kaya.
Yeah.
So, it depends kung gaano ako kapagod. So, sometimes, mag-freshen up lang ako, tapos go. Sometimes naman, kapag hindi masyado maganda yung shape ng health ko, talagang nagde-decline ako. I mean, not all the time na you can attend.
Which I'm sure your family, everyone, is aware of because you're a flight attendant and you fly around different time zones, right?
Naintindihan naman nila.
Ngayon, syempre, we have a lot of aspiring cabin crew members right now watching this. They've heard the pros, they've heard the cons. I'm sure they're very much convinced about the pros.
And kahit ako yung nanonood para makakonvince nila.
Yes. And of course, for every con, there's always an opportunity. There's always an opportunity. What opportunity do you see for every con in being a flight attendant, what opportunities do you see? Like, kunyari, time management, ganun.
Siguro, just focus. Kasi, parang, focus on taking care of yourself. Kasi, dun talaga siya nagsa-start. You have to take care of yourself. Kasi if not, hindi ka makakalipad. If hindi ka makalipad, what's next, diba? So, siguro, sobrang laking factor kasi nung health. Kasi, ang hirap mag-fly ng masama yung pakiramdam mo. So, always take care of your health. Unahin mo yun. Kasi, yun talaga yung pinaka-important.
Speaking of cons, we cannot discount the fact that you encounter unruly passengers. Right? It's everywhere. It's in all airlines, right? How do you deal with them?
For unruly passengers, depende kung gaano siya ka-unruly.
Let's say, kunyari, ayaw sumunod.
We have a procedure on that. Parang first, we give verbal warning.
Yes.
And then we have them read a notification card kung ano yung consequences nung magiging actions nila kapag hindi sila sumunod.
Yes.
And then, meron na siyang procedure kung gaano siya ka-unruly, kung ano na bang level yung attack niya, kung anong category na. Kung meron ng physical, kung verbal, and kung merong breach to the flight deck, ganyan. Pero we are trained naman to
exercise maximum tolerance.
Yes. Meron na kami ganun.
And to deal with it in the most professional manner. But yun nga, in the aviation industry, safety is paramount. And this includes the safety and security of fellow passengers.
Yes.
Because it may not only be uncomfortable to the crew members, but it may also not look good and it may not be comfortable to other passengers. In fact, baka nga ibang pasahero mag-complain pa. Sabi, bakit
kasi
pinapayagan yung ganong behavior, di ba?
Ganyan sa flight namin before. Parang lasing yung passenger, they were a couple and they were fighting.
Oh my.
To the point na talagang verbal, na parang nag-aaway na dun sila ng physical, sinasampal na ng girl yung guy. Tapos parang hindi na comfortable yung mga passengers within that area.
Yes. How did you, anong nangyari no? Were they offloaded? Were they...
It's already in the middle of the flight.
Yes.
So parang we have no choice, hindi na namin sila pwedeng i-offload.
Yes.
So what we did was to have them read the notification card. We told them na yung passengers within that area na affect na ganyan.
Yes.
And then we have them drink some coffee to calm them down, advise them to sleep, and somehow it worked naman.
It worked. So that is what you call dealing with unruly passengers in the most professional manner, right?
Yes.
Because tama yan eh. I mean, wag muna yung aggressive ka masyado. Try to pacify and look for the root problem. Ang root problem, lasing. Siguro, hindi ko alam kung alam nila yung pinaggagawa nila. Baka mamaya pagising, nagawa ko yun? Diba? So, yeah, they weren't aware. How about passengers na this happens, I've read it in a lot of articles. It really happens. May nag-indecent proposal ba sa yung mga passenger din?
Meron, pero ang hirap. Actually, for me, it's something na nahihirapan din ako i-handle. Kasi parang, pag inisip mo, parang andali, sabihin, ito yung gagawin ko, ito yung sasabihin ko. Pero pag nandun ka na sa moment na yun, parang you're caught off guard na, shucks, what do I say? How do I handle this? Kasi parang, syempre, you're in uniform, hindi naman pwede na...
You can do
you can...
Hindi ka pwede pumalag.
Hindi pwede. So, what I do is parang I try to change the topic na lang.
Yes.
Sometimes, I just smile and then leave politely. Leave, parang sinasabi ko, excuse me sir, or excuse me ma'am, I have to attend to something. If you need anything, just call. Ganyan.
Yes. At least naman, hindi naman aggressive yung dating, no?
Tsaka parang hindi din, no.
So anyway, Angela, since you've mentioned all these, ano yung magiging payo mo for all dreamers and aspirants ng cabin crew, how to prepare to be a cabin crew in terms of getting ready for the job, not training, I mean not training and recruitment, but the job itself. How can they prepare, like, for sleeping during different time zones, dealing with 100 personalities, pero syempre also, I mean, handling money, gano'n, because ang ganda ng sweldo nyo, gano'n, benefits, gano'n, that's motivation. What are your tips and advice?
For all the aspiring cabin crew, I think wala akong ibang ma-advise kundi if you really love the job, parang hindi mo na iisipin na problema to. Kumbaga, it's something na kaya mong lampasan. If you really want this, you can deal with it. And dun sa spending money,
yes,
you really have to think of your future. Kasi hindi mo masasabi kung kailan, di ba, pwedeng tomorrow wala na din akong work. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na ganun nga, pero you have to plan your future,
yes,
put something aside. Hindi ko sinasabi na super magtipid kayo. Siyempre, you deserve din naman na for yourself, something
to spend.
To spend. Kasi pinaghirapan mo yan. Pero set aside something for your future. Kasi ang dami kong kilala. Parang dami kong naririnig na parang hindi sila nakapag-save. And ang sad kasi pag may mga emergency
sa pool. At saka pag mababa yung productivity, pag may training, pag kanyari may business class upgrade training, syempre you're not flying, mababa yung productivity. So syempre paano yung monthly. So yeah, I think that, you know, it's good you mentioned about thinking about how to spend your money.
Kasi at this stage, ang aga-aga namin, parang yung mga senior agad, pinapangaralan kami ng ganon. Kasi parang sabi nila, it's something na hindi nagawa ng lahat. So parang, sobrang babait ng mga senior to think of us na ganun yung gawin namin. Parang they also care for us, this new generation.
It actually speaks about the kind of people Philippine Airlines hires. Actually, I must agree to that yung seniors help you a lot.
Sobra.
I spoken to a lot of seniors also who are close to me. I know a lot of seniors in PAL, and they really talk about future plans, investments, ganon, how to handle your money, planning for the future. We talk a lot about it, and it speaks well about the people, the cabin crew of PAL.
Bini-BPA din nila kami, hindi lang yung passengers. That's what's good eh.
So BPA extends all the way.
Yes.
You know what, I agree to that kasi pati kami bini-BPA nila, bini-BPA rin ng PAL. So buong pusong alaga kami ng PAL, buong pusong alaga rin nila kami. The same way how we extend the same BPA to all cabin crew members, not only to PAL but to all cabin crew members, present, former, retired, and now aspiring crew members. The way we advise you, you're hearing it straight from flight attendants and from trainers and from us, right? So anyway, Angela, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you also for having me.
Ito ba yung nagdinadala mo sa flight? Bag raid!
Oh my God!
Bag raid! Bag raid! Alam mo, si Hilda lang mababag raid. Ikaw rin!
Oh my
yes! Bag raid. So, second bag raid na to. Una si Hilda. Ngayon, ikaw rin ang next.
Hindi ako prepared.
Ay, ganun naman talaga. Si Hilda rin, hindi naman prepared sa bag raid eh.
First issue. Kasi pinapawisan ako. Most of the time. Super important. Power bank. Ayos natin mo ng crew.
Everyone's power bank?
Kahit hindi crew, kailangan mo siya eh.
Ako walang power bank.
So?
Ganon?
Sarap.
Kahit hindi crew, kailangan. Paano ako hindi crew?
Ayun o, kailangan mo din i-charge yung camera.
May socket naman.
And then next, wallet lang. Small lang kasi, ang hirap hindi ako sanay sa big wallet. But first lang.
Ang cute naman ang wallet mo.
Diba?
Pero ang kapal ha? Ang kapal ha? Pwede ba tignan? Pwede ba? Paalam muna tayo. Pwede ba tingnan?
Pwede naman.
Pwede?
Pero 20 pesos lang yun naman.
Take it ng wallet niya, no?
Di ba?
Di ba?
Kasi pag nag-tour ka, syempre dapat maliit lang. Ang bigat kasi pag malaki.
Kita rin yung laman.
20 pesos. And the next, car keys.
Okay. So, 20 pesos para sa gasolina?
Kasi nagpagas na ako, kaya wala na.
Okay. Kaya wala na.
Oo, wala na.
50 yung panggas.
Pang parking na lang yan.
Yung parking nga dito, 50 kagad eh.
Ay, di wala na akong pambayad. Yun lang yun. Yun lang yun doon. Tapos powder lang.
Powder? Anong powder to?
Maybelline lang. Dapat affordable.
Okay.
For everyone.
For as long as it's functional, then why not?
And cable, charger. Yun
Cable.
lang. Lipstick.
Tapos ano yan? Mga resibo.
Resibo.
Ay, mo tinatawag yung mga resibo para sa tax.
Oo.
Para sa tax.
refund.
Tax refund. Tapos, ano yung
Wala na, tissue ulit.
tissue? Grabe naman. Parang yung supermarket ng
Mahilig ako sa
tissue.
tissue eh.
Nakukolekta ka ata ng
Pet peeve ko
tissue.
yan. So, ayun lang. Grabe
Kaya
ka,
sa bag-
mag-grade ka.
Hindi, parang fair tayo. You know, we bag rated
Surprise.
Hilda. So, it's your turn to
Oh my
enjoy a
God.
bag raid.
Grabe.
Sigurado ako yung mga susunod na inisip na
Hindi ko
schedule for
sasabihin.
interview.
Hindi ko sasabihin. Para ano, damay-damay na.
Hindi mo sinabi mo na nga doon.
Hindi, lalabas ko ba to? Edit mo ba eh?
Hindi, lalabas rin yun.
Ah, okay.
Hindi, pero okay lang kasi eto yung bag raid na ito is random. Pwede dalawang
Pwede.
magkasunod, pwede sunod, hindi.
Oh.
Pwede car raid, or pwede house raid. Joke lang sa house raid.
Grabe yung house.
Hindi, joke lang sa house raid Ano lang, just invite me to your home. Want to have a house raid, invite me to your home, and then just show me around your house.
Wow.
Hindi raid.
Hindi siya raid.
Ano,
Oo, may consent.
May consent.
Oo.
Tulad ng tuwing ako nagpapaalam para mag-post ng pictures sa Flahe Manila. Right? So anyway, Angela, thanks so much for your time. Thanks for reading your bag. And thanks for reading your bag. Also follow her on her YouTube channel.
Yes, please.
Angela Arandela. We wrote it down a while ago. Well, you'll be seeing it here also, right there. It's right below the screen. See there, Angela Arandela. And stay always subscribed also to Flahe Manila TV. Always stay tuned for more crew talk videos and a lot of videos about our Filipino cabin crew and being a cabin crew. Alright? Cabin crew, love everyone.
Yes.
Oo nga pala, ang sabi mo about power bank, lahat ng tao meron.
Oh my God! Nararamdam mo kami.
Teka, ako rin kayo. May power bank ka, joke lang yung wala. Joke lang yung walang power bank ha.
Tingin.
Teka, huwag mo i-raid yung bag ko.
Bag read ka din.
Uy, hindi
Basta ko lang.
Ah, ganun ba?
Game, bag read.
Ayan,
mo.
power bank ko. Wala ka pa dito sa bag ko. Yan, yung power bank ko. Oo.
Walang laman yung bag niya, guys.
Oo.
It's so unfair.
Ito, yung nakita mo na yung laman nito
Oo.
kanina. Ano pa? Ito, shades ko.
Yes, prepared for the summer weather.
Extension, USB, ganon. See, wala ka may dito sa bag ko.
Oo nga, bakit?
See, kasi naman lalaki, hindi man magdadala ng kung ano-ano pa, abubot. Pero, ito lang power bank.
Legit yung power bank mo.
Di ba? Yan ang
Oo.
power bank. Di ba? Hindi nawawalan ng karga.
Oo nga.
Hindi nawawalan ng karga. I told you I'm prepared.
Sabi ko na nga eh.
I told you I'm prepared. So anyway, cabin crew love again, everyone.
We just checked it online as well kung ano yung mga bagong requirement nila. So yeah, some people ask us ano yung mga usual requirement. Me, I applied way back 7 years ago, so baka iba na yung 7 years.
So, alam mo yun na guys, matanda na siya.
7 years senior. Flying with you, sir.
1 year lang naman tayo difference. Ito
Senior
naman.
citizen, by the way.
Ano? 2012 ka, di ba?
Yeah, 2012.
2012.
Ito,
Flying with you, sir.
2013, 1 year lang.